Okay. Now, good morning, everyone. So today we will discuss what is an interface. Okay. So I think we completed what is an abstract class and everything, right? So now today we will go with what is an interface and all. Okay. Yeah. So now what is an interface? Let me set it in here. Okay. This interface topic also very important, guys. Okay, day to day our Java programming life without interface we cannot write even one single Java program too. Okay, so that much important interface. Okay, so now here I will discuss up to 1.7. Okay, so up to 1.7 JDK 1.7, what is an interface we will see. Okay, from 1.8 version onwards, okay, the interface is few things are added, guys. Interface. Okay, so here we will discuss up to 1.7 what is interface, and anyway we are going to discuss 1.8 and 1.9 features too, right? So that time we will see what are the other things okay, which are added in an interface. Okay, clear?
Okay.
So as of now, in this interface topic, what we are going to discuss, so up to 1.7. Okay, don't think why Sari saying interface is meaning of, I mean, interface is nothing but only these things. Okay, so I'm talking about up to 1.7 now. We'll see additional things what we have in interface as part of 1.8 and 1.9. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Okay.
So now here, so what is an interface? Okay, so now we have different actually definitions what is an interface. But here, let me put one definition. We will see. Okay, I will write one definition and we will see what is that. Okay, so now interface. Okay, interface is an contract between contract between client and service provider. Client and service provider. Interface is a contract between client and service provider. Okay, let's see contract. Contract means what, guys? One business rule. Understand? See, interface is a contract between client and service provider. Understand? Interface is a contract between client and service provider. Okay, so once we completed interface topic, we will see what is abstraction. That time we will discuss it, right? One of the Java feature, abstraction. So abstraction we will achieve through what? Abstract classes and interface. So abstraction means what, guys? We are hiding, okay, the set of services what we are provided, right? Anyway, we will see that one. So now, so what is an interface, guys? Interface is a contract between client and service provider. See here, contract. Okay, so contract means what? One kind of business document. Okay, hey boss, so this is the document. As per this document, okay, these are the set of services what I am expecting. Who is talking that? Client. So client point of view, interface is nothing but what, guys? The set of services what is expecting. Okay, and service provider point of view, the set of services, okay, what service is going to provide. Understand? So now this is what, guys? A contract bridge between what? Client and service provider. Okay, let me explain you. Okay, in another way. See here, interface is what? Contract between client and service provider. Okay, now at client point of view, interface is nothing but what? The set of services what client is expecting. Okay, so client and service provider. Okay, so between them there is a document, guys. There is a contract document. Now client to whom it is approaching? The service provider. Let's suppose some company. Okay. So let's suppose TCS is a company. Okay. Now client is approaching to whom? TCS. Okay. For the client, they need some requirement. Okay. So who is promising to provide those requirement here? TCS. Okay. So now client and vendor mean service provider. So now service provider company, client and service provider company, there should be some document, right? Am I right or wrong? So now see, this is the document. So they have some discussion, and after that discussion, they came to that. Okay. So everyone agreed. Okay. So these are the requirement I need. Okay. Please implement those requirement. Who is saying that? Client is saying. Now, service provider is accepting that requirement. Now, between these, definitely there should be some document, right? So that is what, guys? Business document. Am I right or wrong? So as per that business document, client is what? Expecting the set of services. Okay. What is expecting? Okay. Now, service provider, service provider point of view, what is an interface, guys? Huh? The set of services, what is providing? Understand? From the client point of view, interface defines what? The set of services, what client is expecting. From the service provider point of view, interface defines what? The set of services, what he is offering. Understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let me take one real world example, guys. Then you will understand clearly. Okay. So no, let me write these points. After that, we will see. Okay. Now, client point of view, interface is nothing but the set of services what client is expecting. Right? Now, next. Service provider point of view, right? Now, service provider point of view, interface is nothing but the set of services what service provider offering. Clear? Okay. Yeah. So between client and service provider, there should be one document, the business document. That contract document. That contract document is nothing but what, guys? Interface. Understand? So this is what one contract document. So this based on this document only, what service provider has to provide the services. Based on this document only, client is expecting some services from service provider. Clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me explain you one real world example. Okay. Now, okay. So now, if you see, there is a yeah. So now, so here I am writing. Right. So let me write one real world example called ATM, bank ATM. Okay, bank ATM, GUI screen, guys. GUI screen we have, right? So in the GUI screen, if you see, what are the options we have? Okay? The first one is, tell me, first one is what? Withdrawal, right? Withdrawal is an option. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Right. So now, move on. Okay. The next one is what, guys? Deposit. Money also we can deposit, right?
Yes.
Okay. Next, balance inquiry. balance inquiry. That one also we can do, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. So what else we can do?
Pin change.
Hmm?
Pin change mini statement.
Yeah. Pin change. Right. And what we can do? Mini statement. Mini statement. Right. So now, if you see, right. So these are the what? Business requirements. Now, if you see here, customers, right? So now, these are what, guys? Customers. Right. Now, what customers expecting? Okay. So withdrawal. Okay. Customer want to withdraw amount from ATM machine, right? And customer want to deposit money through ATM machine from one account to another account. Okay. And customer want what? Mini statement. Sorry guys, here spelling mistake. Okay. Mini statement. Okay. If you want to see what are the transactions he did for last 1 week or last 1 month, okay, you want to see that statement. Next, balance inquiry. You want to see how much balance he has in his account, right? Next, pin change. You want to change the ATM pin. So these are the business options or requirement who want to, who need these customers. Customers is expecting. So these are the requirements. Understand? Now. So now bank people, right? So these are the what, guys? Bank. Okay. Let's suppose HDFC Bank. Some bank, guys. Right. Now, HDFC Bank, okay, promising. Hey, boss. So these are the requirement, okay, you want, okay, definitely I will provide, I will implement these requirements, okay, I will offer these services. Okay, so now who is providing, who is implementing these requirements, who is offering these requirements? Bank people. Understand? Now HDFC Bank. So HDFC Bank will implement these requirements, will provide, okay, these services. Understand? So now here, this bank ATM GUI screen we have, right? So this is what, guys? Interface. Understand? So this is what interface. This is what contract between customers and bank people. Understand or not?
Yes, sir.
So now here see, from customer's point of view, interface is nothing but what, guys? The set of services what what
Bank is
customer is
offering.
expecting. The
What
same
bank
interface. See here, if you
is
see the interface, this one, bank ATM GUI screen. This is acting as what, guys? Interface here between what? Customers and bank people. Understand? So
Yes.
customer's point of view, this bank ATM GUI screen, this is act as what? Interface. Customer's point of view, interface is nothing but what? The set of services, what they are expecting. Okay? So now, bank is what? HDFC Bank. This is what, guys? Service provider. Okay, this is what, guys? Service provider. Let me write here client. This is what? Client. Now HDFC Bank is become what, guys? Service provider.
Service provider.
Service provider. Okay. Now, so now from service provider point of view, interface is nothing but what, guys? The set of services what they are offering. Understand?
Yes.
Service provider point of interface is nothing but what? The set of services what they are going to offer. So these are the services the HDFC Bank is going to offer. To whom? Customers. Understand? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what, guys? Interface. Okay. Now here see, now GUI screen act as what, guys? Contract between customers and bank. Right? Right. Here if you see, GUI screen is acting as what, guys? Now contract between, okay, here, GUI screen act as what? Act as contract between, okay, customers and
service provider.
bank people. Okay, customer and bank people. Okay, clear everyone?
Exactly.
Here, from the customer point of view, ATM GUI screen represents what, guys? The set of services what they are expecting. At the same time, the GUI screen represents the set of services what bank people are offering, right? Hence, this GUI screen act as what? Contract between customer and bank. Okay, hope you people understood.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right? So now this is what, guys? Interface. So now, if you see interface, it's a contractual document, right? Now, see here, if you see that interface definition, so interface can contain what, guys, here? Only business rules. Understand? So these are the rules we need. So based on the rules, service provider has to implement. Okay. And customer is expecting these are the rules. Understand? So this is what kind of document, right? So in the business document, can we see the real implementation? Business document is means what? A mutual understanding document between client and service provider. Am I right or wrong?
Yes,
So
sir.
there we cannot see fully implemented. So based on that document, a project will be started. In the project, we are going to implement what are the, right? What are the contract we made between from customers, right? Based on the business rule. So these are the requirements they need. So, but based on that document, okay, we will implement those requirements, right? Am I right or wrong? So now, so the business document is what, guys? Dummy. Business document is what, guys? Here. So just dummy, a contract. Understand? So in the business document, we don't see any real implementation. Where we will see the real implementation? In the project. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now, so here what? This business document is called what, guys? It's a kind of, okay, agreement, a declaration, right? So that's why here interface is nothing but is what, guys? Okay. No, interface can contain only declarations, not fully implementations. Clear? So interface contains what? Only requirement declarations. Okay, not implementations. So declaration means what? Remember, abstract clause. Declaration means what? Okay, method declarations. The interface contains what? Fully method declarations, not for implementations. Okay, so method declarations means what, guys? Abstract methods.
Abstract methods.
Understand? Method declaration means what, guys? Abstract methods. Remember, already we discussed it, right?
Yes,
Abstract
sir.
methods and abstract clause. So
Yes,
now,
sir.
interface contains what, guys? Only declarations, not fully implementations. So declarations means what? In the now coming to Java point of view. Okay, please come to Java point of view and think. So declarations means what? Method declarations, right? So method declarations, how can we achieve method declarations? By using abstract keyword. Right. Now interface contains what? Fully abstract methods.
Abstract methods.
Understand? Interface contains what? Fully abstract methods. Interface doesn't talk about what? Implementation. Interface talking about what? Fully declarations. Now, interface is nothing but what, guys? Fully abstract methods. Remember, this one I am talking about until 1.7. Okay, from 1.8 onwards, okay, there is a different story for interface. We will see that one. Remember, guys. Okay. So now from 1.8 and version onwards, interface can contain static methods and as well as default methods. From 1.9 onwards, interface can contain private methods too. Okay. So those topics we will discuss later. Okay. From now, 1.7 version onwards, okay, from until 1.7, what is an interface we are talking? Clear? So, now, so interface is what, guys? fully declarations, right? Means what? Interface contains only what? Abstract methods.
method.
Clear? So now interface is nothing but fully abstract. So if you don't know anything about implementation, we will go for what, guys? Interface. When we will go for interface, when we will go for abstract class, when we will go for concrete class. So when we will go for interface, technically, if you don't know anything about implementation, okay, so there is a requirement, guys. So but those requirement, you don't know anything about the implementation, what we need to provide for that requirement. So simply we will go for what? Interface. Okay, now coming to abstract class. Yes, there is a requirement. For that requirement, you know, okay, few implementation, but you don't know some of implementation. Means what? Partial implementation. You know only partial implementation. So that time, what is the option we have to choose? That time we have to go for what? Abstract classes. Understand? So now, so there is a requirement. Yes, you have, you know, all the implementation. Okay, how to provide implementation for that requirement. That time, what we have to choose? Concrete classes. Class. Understand? Concrete class. Concrete class contains what, guys? Concrete methods. There is no abstract method. Such type of classes are called what? Concrete classes.
Concrete classes.
Remember, already we discussed it. Okay? So, now, if at least one abstract method is there, then that class should be what? Abstract class. Right? If the class contains all our concrete methods, then that class is called what? Concrete class. Okay? Okay. Now, so interface is what, guys? Now, interface is, okay, fully abstraction. Okay. But we cannot say fully abstraction because until 1.8 and 1.9, even we can use what? Default methods and static methods and even private methods too. So that's why, okay, but 1.7 you can say interface is what? Full 100% abstract class. Okay. So fully, what do you call it? Abstract methods. But you cannot say that one. Okay, but already interface is changed, right? Now 1.8 and 1.9 onwards, the interface concept is changed. So that's what I'm not giving that statement, guys. Interface is fully abstract class. If you say, let's suppose if you forget 1.8 and 1.9, if you say, hey, interface is fully abstract, then enter will kick you like anything. Understand? So that's what I'm not using that word. Okay? So yeah, okay. So here when we will go for interface, when we will go for abstract class, when we will go for concrete class. Understand? So if you don't know anything about implementation, then we will go for interface. Okay? Only you know what? Business declarations only you know. Okay? So that time we will go for what? Interface. Simply, so while writing project, while implementing project. So how can we implement project? Based on what? Business specification. I mean, there is a business requirement document. Understand? Business specification document. Right? So based on business specification document only, we will design the project, guys. Understand? So what are the screens we have to show? I mean, that what do you call UI screens. So based on UI screens and backend design also we will design. Understand? So here, so what are the classes we have to take? What are the interfaces we have to take? Okay. So what are the abstract classes we have to take? So based on that business rule specification document, design document, we will go for what? Technical design. Okay, there is a business design and technical design. Based on business design document, we will create what? Technical design document. Understand? So now here, what we have to do? So as of now, what is an interface is? Interface is a contract between client and service provider. It's a bridge, guys. Okay. So now, for client point of view, interface is nothing but what? The set of services what client is expecting. And service provider point of view, interface is nothing but what, guys? The set of services what service provider is offering. Okay. So that time we will go for what? Interface. Okay. So now, interface means what now? Fully declarations. It's not, interface doesn't talk about any implementation. So means what? Interface contains, okay, fully abstract methods. Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is one of the definition, guys. Okay, interface. Now, okay, now, so as of now, what we know, guys. Okay, we will see, guys. We will go slowly in depth. Interface is very important. Okay, now, so interface is means what? Okay, only contract document. Okay, in layman word. So contract document means what? It's only rules. It doesn't know any implementation, right? So now, so interface contains what? Only method declarations. All are what? Abstract methods. Am I right or wrong? Okay. So now, who has to provide these implementations, guys? See, interface contains what? Only abstract methods because it doesn't know any implementation. This is the interface. So based on this implementation, who has to provide, who has to provide this implementations? Service provider. Right? Hello? Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So service provider has to provide these implementations, right? So here service provider means what? In Java, how, if you take any functionality by using what you can implement? By using classes and objects, right? So now here what? To provide implementation for this interface. So now what we have to write? Classes we have to write. In the classes, we are going to provide what? Implementation for this declaration what we have in interface. Am I right or wrong? So where actual implementation we can provide? In classes only. Understand? Suppose if you take abstract class, guys, abstract class can contain what? Abstract methods.
Abstract.
Right. So in where we have to provide abstract methods implementation?
In the
In
child
child
class.
classes. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In child classes, we are going to provide implementation for those methods. Right? So now
Yes, sir.
interface also what? Contain fully abstract methods. So now definitely we have to provide implementation for that methods. Right? So if you provide implementation, then only those methods will execute and client will get proper service. Right? So now where we will implement those methods? In child classes. Understand? In child classes, we'll provide implementation for those methods. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll see one thing, guys. So that is one of the definition interface means. Now we will go for next one. I hope you people understood what is an interface as of now. Any doubts? Any questions?
No, sir.
No. So now we will go for next one. So interface is nothing but any service requirement specification considered as an interface. Okay, service requirement specification. Service requirement specification is considered as an interface. Okay. Any service requirement specification is considered as an interface, guys. Okay. Here, service requirement specification means SRS. SRS. Service requirement specification is considered as an interface. SRS document. Service requirement specification document is also considered as what? An interface. Okay. Now. Okay. So now, I don't know whether you guys can understand or not. Okay, let me explain. Okay, try to understand, guys. This is what we will see this interface concept in advanced topics actually. Okay, this one, I mean the definition what I am going to explain you now. So any service requirement specification is considered as what? An interface. Okay. Here specification. Okay. Now, if you see servlets, if you see JDBC, okay, please listen, guys. I know you don't know anything about servlet and JDBC. Please try to understand, okay, what I'm explaining here. Now, see here. If you see servlet or JDBC, these are what, guys? These are not what you call technology. These are what? Specifications. Understand? These are what? Specification. I think I did not, I think already we told, right? What is technology? What is specification? We did not discuss, huh?
No, sir.
I think I
First day,
recorded
sir.
one video and I posted in YouTube channel, it seems. I don't know whether we are doing or not. Okay, anyway, we will discuss while discussing advanced technologies. It's not related to now corejava. Okay, fine. So now, so here, yeah, specification. Okay, service requirement specification. If you see JDBC, okay, Java database connectivity, right? Now servlet, JSP. So these are what, guys? Specifications, guys. Okay. So specification means what? Specification contains set of rules and guidelines. Set of rules and guidelines. Okay. Here see JDBC API, application programming interface. API means what, guys? Application programming interface. Servlet API, JSP API. Okay. API means what? Application programming interface. See here, interface word. Okay. So now here what? These are what? Specification. Specifications is nothing but APIs, guys. Okay. So specification can contain what? Set of rules and guidelines. Okay. Okay, boss. Now, see. Okay. So let me explain you in this way. Fine. So now, please listen, guys. Okay. So now here, okay, fine. Let me explain you JDBC first now. So now here we have one database. Okay. So now this is what, guys? One database. Let's suppose we have three databases. Fine. So now this is what? Oracle database. Hope you people understood what know what is database, right? No, this is what? MySQL. Okay. Oracle, MySQL. This is what? Let's suppose PostgreSQL. PostgreSQL or something. Okay. This is what? One more database. How many databases we have? Three databases. Okay. Now, this is what, guys? Java application. Let's suppose this is what? Java application. Java application. Java app. Fine. Java app. Clear, everyone? Listening?
Yeah.
Okay, fine, guys. Okay, so now this is Java application. So here Oracle database we have, MySQL database we have, PostgreSQL also we have. These are what? Databases. So now our Java application wants to interact with what, guys? These databases. Okay, Java application wants to interact with what? These databases. So initial days, okay. So now Java application we have. So from Java application, we can interact what? MySQL. We can interact what? File. And from Java application, we can store the data in SQL file. I mean, what you call Excel file. And we can store the data in files like that we have. Okay. But after, I mean, let's assume, right? So now Java application, if there is no possibility to interact with what database software, let's assume. Now, Java people, okay, that time Java people, okay, they're aged. Hey boss, Java application, okay, we cannot interact with database. So we need to store the data in the databases. So that time database softwares are more popular. Okay, so the database structured, okay, structured orient database, right? So I mean, these databases are what? Unstructured databases, structured databases. So these are what? Structured databases. Okay, here I'm not discussing anything related to RDBMS, guys. You have to know. Okay, what is structured database? What is unstructured database? Okay, initially Java application, by using Java application, we can communicate with what? Unstructured databases. Unstructured databases means what, guys? Like CSV files, Excel files. Okay, like what? I mean, file system, text file. So there we can store the data. From there we can read the data. Okay. So now there are a structured databases also came into market by that time. So now Java application wants to interact with what? Structured database. Okay. And Java application want to store the data into structured database. Okay. And Java application want to retrieve the data from the structured database. Why? Structured databases are more securely compared to unstructured database. Okay, apart from these security, we have more other things also. Okay, please go and see. Okay, what is difference between structured and unstructured? But here we are going to discuss core Java, right? We are not going to discuss anything related to database related. I mean, what do you call RDBMS related topic now. So now see, now Java application want to communicate with database software to process the data. Fine, but by that time, so there is no support. By that time, there is no support. Now, there should be some support. Then only Java application can communicate with what? This database softwares. Clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Now, Java people requested to Sun Microsystem. Okay, all the Java developers in the world way. Hey, boss, so we want to communicate with the structured databases. Now, the structured databases are more popular and more secure. So, Java application also want to communicate with whom? The structured database in order to process our data, in order to store our data into the structured database and want to retrieve the data from this structured database. Can you please provide some support? Clear, everyone? So now, what Java people, Sun Microsystem, they did? Okay. Let me give you, okay, one API. Understand? One specification. Okay. So based on this specification, okay. So by using this specification, you can communicate with Oracle database or MySQL database. 1 minute, not Oracle. So you can communicate with database. Okay. So what is that specification? JDBC API. Java database connectivity application programming interface. Who provided, guys? Who provided this one? Java people provided.
Java people.
Understand? JDBC API. Okay. Java database connectivity application programming interface. This is what, guys? Specification. It is not a technology. Understand? It is what? Software specification. This is what, guys? Software specification. Understand? Who provided? Sun Microsystem provided. So that time, who is the owner of Java, guys? Sun Microsystem. So now Oracle acquired the Sun Microsystem company. So that's who is the owner of Java now? Oracle. So earlier what? Sun Microsystem. Okay. So now this JDBC specification who provided, guys? Sun Microsystem. So now by using this JDBC API, Java application can communicate with what, guys? Database software. Clear, everyone? Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So no, this specification means what, guys? API, application programming interface. So software specification contains what? The set of rules and guidelines. Okay. So by using this set of rules and guidelines, a Java application can communicate with what? Database software. Okay, fine. Now see here, Oracle. So how many databases we have? Multiple databases. Here we are talking about what? Three types of
yeah.
database. One is Oracle database. Second one is MySQL database. Now PostgreSQL. So now, so in order to communicate with our Java application Java application wants to communicate with Oracle database software means, okay. So definitely what? In between, okay. So we should have what? Okay, one software. Understand or not? So now our Java application wants to communicate with what, guys? Oracle database, right? Oracle database. Now Oracle database, what they will provide? One, they will develop what? One JDBC driver. Understand? So Oracle database, they will develop what, guys? One JDBC driver. Okay. So that JDBC driver, how they develop? How they develop? Based on this JDBC specification. Understand? No. This is the specification. Understand? No. Let me explain you in another way. Fine. So now see here. So now Sun Microsystem given what, guys? One specification document, guys. Fine. Okay. That's it. What? JDBC API. No, JDBC API contains what, guys? The set of rules and guidelines. Fine. So now,
Yep.
by using the set of rules and guidelines, so this Java application can communicate with Oracle database. Let's suppose we want to communicate with Oracle database. So by using same JDBC specification, same JDBC API also, Oracle what? Oracle database has to provide JDBC driver. Understand? I know you don't know anything about JDBC driver. We will see in detail. Okay. Now, so Oracle database software, okay, want to communicate with Java application means what? For Oracle database software also they have to develop what? One JDBC driver.
Okay.
Understand? So here what? JDBC driver will act as what? Bridge between Oracle database and Java application.
Yeah.
Understand? So now
Yes.
here see Oracle database, they will develop one JDBC driver by using what? Same JDBC specification.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, by using same JDBC specification. Okay, so now MySQL. So MySQL, okay, MySQL want to allow Java application interact with MySQL database software. Now MySQL is what, guys? Vendor. So now this MySQL also what? Has to provide one JDBC driver.
Yeah.
Understand or not?
Yes.
Okay. So by using that JDBC driver, Java application can communicate with what? MySQL database software. Right. So now MySQL, how to implement that MySQL JDBC driver? By using same
JDBC.
specification, same JDBC API. Understand here?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So now we are what? Oracle JDBC driver.
JDBC driver.
This Oracle JDBC driver, who implemented? Oracle database. By using what? Tell me, by
JDBC.
using what?
JDBC API.
JDBC API. Okay, JDBC specification. Now, here who developed? MySQL JDBC driver. MySQL JDBC driver. Okay, who developed that one? MySQL database. Understand? By using what, guys? Same JDBC API specification. Now PostgreSQL. So PostgreSQL also want to allow Java application communicate with what? PostgreSQL. So now PostgreSQL has to provide what? One JDBC driver, right? So then only Java application can communicate with what? This PostgreSQL. So PostgreSQL also want to develop what? One JDBC driver.
API.
So now how the PostgreSQL can develop the JDBC API based on the same specification what Java people provided. Same JDBC API specification. Understand, guys, here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, see. Now, different databases we have. All the databases, they are using same JDBC API, okay, to develop what? JDBC drivers. Fine?
Okay.
Okay. So now, in the same way, now Java application. So Java application what? Want to communicate with what, guys? This database.
Database.
So now, so Java application also can use what? Will use what? Same JDBC API, same specification while writing code, guys. Okay? While writing code. Which code? To interact with this database software. Okay? So now, Java application also will use what? Same specification what this JDBC API provided. By using those specification only, they will write what? Okay, JDBC code to interact with this database softwares. Now, if you see this JDBC API specification will act as what, guys? Will act as what? Kind of, right? Contract between Java application and Oracle database. Am I right or wrong? So now this
Yeah.
is what is specification. This specification is nothing but what, guys? Interface.
Okay.
Right? So
Yeah.
based on the same rules, Java application also will use same rules. Okay, to write what? JDBC programming code. And this vendor database softwares. So this vendor database software also will use what? Same JDBC specification to provide what? JDBC drivers. Clear or not?
Yeah, clear.
So now here, this JDBC API act as what, guys? Interface. Between Java application and as well as database software.
Database.
Hope you people clear.
Yeah.
Okay. I will explain you in detail while discussing JDBC and servlets. But as of now, hope you people understood what is an interface. Now here what? SRS. Service requirement specification is considered as an what, guys? Interface. Now this is an interface or not?
Yeah, interface.
Service require. This is what? SRS, guys. JDBC API is nothing but what? SRS. Service requirement specification. This specification is considered as an what, guys? Interface. By using same interface, Java application can write what? JDBC logic. Okay? To interact with what? This database software. So by using same specification, okay, by using same SRS specification, this Oracle, I mean this database software also will what? Develop one JDBC driver. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
JDBC driver. Okay. So to provide what? To allow this Oracle software, Oracle database, allow Java application can interact. Hope you people clear on this.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, here what? Any service requirement specification is considered as an what, guys? Interface. Right. Now see, this is an interface. JDBC API specification is what, guys? Interface. So for interface, who will provide the actual real implementations?
Java.
Who will provide real implementations?
Java people.
Java people. So this is a specification.
Yes.
Okay. So who will provide implementations? Vendors here. In this diagram, who will provide implementation for this specification? Vendors. So Oracle is what? One kind of vendor.
Yeah,
Oracle
one type.
database. So they will provide what? JDBC driver.
Yes.
They implemented JDBC driver based on this specification, right? Now MySQL JDBC driver. So MySQL JDBC driver also MySQL database software. This is one vendor. So they will provide what? MySQL JDBC drivers. Okay. By using this MySQL JDBC driver, okay, Java application can communicate with MySQL database. So how they implemented this MySQL JDBC driver? By using same JDBC API specification. In the same way, PostgreSQL also. So now here, JDBC API act as what? Requirement specification to develop what? Database drivers. So here database vendor is responsible to implement this specification. Understand?
Yeah.
So JDBC API act as what, guys? Requirement specification to develop database drivers. Okay. So database vendor is responsible to implement this specification. Clear?
Yes.
Fine. Now, yeah. I will give you one more example. Okay. And real world example. So now see here. Let's suppose, okay, let's suppose okay, so now let's suppose there is a car, guys. Okay, we will see simple. Okay, car. Now car is what? Okay, one object, right? Now, so now to develop car, definitely we need to follow some rules.
Some goals.
Am I right or wrong? Now,
Yeah.
let's suppose I'm taking car, guys. Car document I'm taking, right? For car, okay. So now here, let me write here. Okay, this is what. Okay, bigger one. Car. Okay. No. So now car means you tell me what are the things we have, guys, in car means. So definitely requirement here. Tell me car requirement. Car means what? So if you want to build one car, so what we should have? Car means car should have
Engine.
what? One engine.
Engine.
Right? Car should have what? One engine. Right? No.
Wheel.
Tell me after that what we have car. Car
Wheel.
can contain what? Some body. Right? Car should have body, right?
Yes.
Okay. So after that, what car can have? Steering. Right? Steering also should have, right? Okay. Now tell me. Now start functionality. Right? We have to start the car. Am I right or wrong? So
Yeah.
now after that, what we have? Tell me, guys.
Wheel.
Wheels. Okay. After that, tell me, wheels. What we have? So just car means the basic things you tell me. Engine,
Seat.
body, steering, start, wheels.
Seat.
Huh?
Seat.
What?
Seat.
Seat. Body means that one only, right? Okay. Body means that one only, right? Fine. So you tell me anything we required? Definitely brake we should have, right? Clutch also we should have.
Okay.
Right? And accelerator also we should have. right?
Yes.
Accelerator, fine. So now these are what, guys? Brake should have, clutch should have. Otherwise, how car can go, right? These are the mandatory, right?
Yeah.
Fine. So now see, fine. So these are the what, guys? Requirements. Am I right or wrong? So these are the what? Requirements. If you take car, okay, car should have some engine, car should have some body, car should have some steering, should have some start, wheels, brake, clutch, accelerator. So these are the what? Minimum thing. If you have, then you can say what? This is a car. Am I right or wrong? Please respond, guys, everyone.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now. So this is what, guys? One requirement. Okay. So now this requirement. Okay. So who need customers actually? Who is going to drive these cars? Who is going to use? Customers only,
Customers.
clients only, right? So this for clients, what are the requirements they need? So these are the requirement. Okay. So now who has to provide now? Who has to manufacture this car? So we have different vendor companies. Am I right or wrong? So now this is
Yes.
car. This is what? Design document. Understand? This is what? One business requirement document. So here what? We will have what? Only declarations. Hello? Only
Yes.
we have declarations.
Declarations.
We don't have what? Fully implementations. Who will provide implementation for this? Based on this design document, based on this business requirement document, vendor companies will provide implementation of this car, right? So now see who is the vendor
Yes,
companies here. Let's suppose who is the vendor companies here. Okay, let's suppose Maruti. Maruti is one vendor company or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
they will develop what? Cars. They will produce what? Manufacture what? Cars, right? In the same way, we have what? Like Toyota. Toyota, right? Toyota. Right? So now, the same way, we have what, guys? Let's
Ford.
suppose Benz. Okay? So these are what, guys? Different vendor companies. Hello?
Yes.
Understand? So these are what? Different vendor companies who actually provide what? Implementation of these rules. Okay? Here see. Okay? Now, so this is what present required. I mean, this is what business rule. Okay? This is
Yeah.
what, guys? Specification. So by using this same specification only, so Maruti, they will provide one car. Toyota also, they will provide one car. Benz also, they will provide one car.
Yes.
Understand? By using same specification. See, if you see the Maruti also should have what engine? Maruti also should have what body? Maruti also should have what steering? Maruti also should have what start? Functionality. Wheels, brake, clutch, accelerator. Right? If you apply brake, car should stop. If you want to put some gears, no, here gears also. Okay? I will provide. Ninth one is what, guys? Gears. Fine? Right. So now gears. Okay. So now if you want to start the car means what? First of all, you have to put, okay, you have to put in first gear. Then you have to press accelerator. Then car will move. Right. So like that, we have what? Different rules. So these are the what, guys? Car rules. These are the what, guys? Rules and guidelines. Who has to follow? The vendor companies. Who is going to implement car? Am I right or wrong? So
Yes,
now these are the rules and guidelines. Definitely the vendor company should follow. So now, if you see here, engine, body, steering, start, wheels, brake, clutch, accelerator, gears are what, guys? Here, the rules. Okay,
Yes.
these are declarations. Means what? These are what? Abstract methods. Understand? These are what? Abstract methods. Now, here car is what, guys? An interface. You can say an interface or not,
Yes.
right? Car is
Yeah.
an interface. So now, by using this interface, now different vendor companies, okay, they are going to provide implementations, right? Now see here, Maruti is what? One type of vendor company. Toyota was one type of vendor company. Benz is what? One type of vendor company. Am I right or wrong? So now, if you take Maruti car, in the Maruti car, what? They will have engine. They should have engine. They should have engine. But here what? Based on Maruti company, based on Maruti capacity, they will provide, okay, Maruti engine. Understand? So now
Yes.
Toyota will provide what? Toyota engine. Benz will provide what? Benz engine. See here, the engines are different. I mean, what do you call it? Term engine is same, but here implementation may be different.
Yes.
Understand or not? Maruti, they can provide their own engine. Toyota, they can provide their own engine. Benz, they can provide their own engine based on their capacity and all. Let's suppose Maruti CC. What is the Maruti CC? Maximum 1048 or okay, 1048 only, I think. Okay, 1048 or 1100 cc. Right, Toyota, if you see Fortuner and Innova, so they can provide what? 2600 cc for Innova, 2400 cc. So like if you take Fortuner, they can provide what? 3500 cc. Right, 3600 cc. So Benz, if you take, Benz may have 5000 cc, 6000 cc, like that. Am I right or wrong? But here what? Engine,
Common.
power of engine will be different. Understand? So Maruti, they can provide their own engine. Toyota, they can provide their own engine. Benz, they can provide their own engine. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, right.
Okay, but definitely they should have what? Engine. What is the rule? Every car should have what? Engine. But engine implementation can be vary based on vendor company to vendor company. Am I right or wrong? Let's suppose body. If you take body, Maruti car also should have body. Toyota car also should have body. Benz car also should have body, right? But if you see the body, I mean Maruti, they can use what? Some raw materials to build the body. Toyota, they can use what? Some more rich material to build the body. Benz, they can use okay ultra rich material to build that car body. Am I right or wrong? But here what? Every car should have what? Body. But implementation may be vary. Understand? Based on vendor to vendor. Come on, guys. Please respond. I don't know whether you guys are understanding or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm listening only Vignesh voice. What about remaining people? So now steering. If you see steering also what? Definitely every car should have steering. Without steering, how can we go?
Yes.
Clear? So no, but some steering, I mean some Maruti car can have what? Normal steering, and Toyota Benz car can have what? Power steering. So based on their, okay, based on their capacity. The implementation may be vary, but every car should have what, guys? Steering. Right? Now start to start the car. Right? So Maruti car can have, by using key, we can start. But we have to start the car. Here what? In the Maruti car, by using key, we can start. Let's suppose in Toyota car, by using press button, push button, we can start the car. In the Benz, if you say, hey Benz, can you please start, means car will start. Right? But here see, implementation is different.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Can you understand what I'm saying here? Implementation is different. But steering should be, I mean, what do you call it? Start functionality will be there for each and every car. Okay. Now wheels. So wheels also same. So maybe Maruti car, they can have what? Normal wheels. Okay. But here Toyota car, they can have what? Alloy wheels. bench car, they can have ultra alloy wheels or something. But every car should have what, guys? Wheels. Okay. Now, brake. Every car should have what? Brake. Every car should have what? Clutch.
Clutch.
Every car should have what? Accelerator. Every car should have what? Gears. Okay. Maybe based on their capacity, one car can have 3 gears, 4 gears, and one car can have 5 or 6 gears. But every car should have what? Gears.
Yeah.
Clear everyone?
Yeah,
Now,
clear.
who is
Yes.
providing implementation of these business rules, guys?
Vendor.
Who is
Child
providing
class.
implementation of these business rules?
Vendor.
Child class.
Subclasses. I mean here vendor companies. Child classes, right? Who is going to
Yes,
provide
sir.
implementation for this business
Child
rules?
classes.
Child classes. Now see here, Maruti is what, guys? One child
One
class,
child class.
right? And here Toyota is what, guys? One child
Child
class.
class.
So here Benz is what, guys? One child class.
Child class.
Okay. Now this is what, guys? Car is what, guys? An interface. Car is what? Interface. Now here Maruti car is what, guys? Here child class. So Toyota is what, guys? Child class. So Benz is what, guys? Here child class. Clear everyone?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So Maruti is one child class. Toyota also one child class. Benz is one child class. Right. So these business rules where we will implement in child classes only
class.
we will implement. So based on these business rules only, the child classes they will provide what? Their own implementation. Okay. But all child classes should follow what? Should implement what? All these business rules. All these business rules. Otherwise, child classes will become what, guys? Abstract classes.
Yes.
Remember, abstraction.
Yeah.
So, business rules means what? All are abstract. Business rules means what? They don't know implementation. So that's what these functionalities will become what, guys? Declarations, method declarations.
Ab-
They are the rules, business rules, right? So these are will become what, guys, now?
Abstract methods.
Abstract.
Method declarations. Coming to Java, guys, now. Please come to Java, okay? So these behaviors will become what, guys? Methods. Which methods? Method
Abstract methods.
declarations. Because don't know anything about implementation here, right? So that's what these all are what? Abstract methods. So now, for abstract methods, where we have to provide implementation? In
Inside
child
The
class.
classes,
child classes.
right? So definitely, all the child classes we have to provide what? Implementation for all these abstract methods. Otherwise, the child classes will become what? Abstract
Abstract.
classes.
Abstract classes.
Already we discussed, right? Previously.
Yes.
Remember. So now,
Yes, sir.
right. So now here what? Okay. Interface can contain what? Child classes. Clear everyone?
Yeah.
These are the business rules. So
Should
to implement
contain
these
child
business
class.
rules, definitely we should have what? Here what? Vendor
Vendor.
companies we
Child
have.
classes.
We have. Right here, vendor companies means what? In Java, some classes. Understand? So now, in child classes, we have to
Yes, sir.
implement these business rules. So now, interface contains what? Fully abstract methods. 1.7 version. I'm talking about until 1.7. Okay?
So,
Interface contains what, guys? Fully
fully
abstract
implement.
methods. Okay. So now, hope you people understood what is an interface. Now see here. Okay. Now see, this is what car and interface, right? So by using this interface, okay, now service providers. So who is providing this? Who is producing this car? These are the vendor companies. Now these vendor companies will become what? Service
Service
providers,
provider.
right? So these service providers, okay, by using these rules, they will develop what?
Car.
Car. Understand? Hello.
Yes.
Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
So
sir.
now, if you see customers now, here customers we have. Here what we have? Customers. Let's suppose customers we have. Okay. Now customers. Now, these customers will use what, guys? This car. Am I right
Yeah.
or wrong?
Yes.
These customers will use what? This car. So now, what customer is, okay. So definitely customer should know what is engine also you should know, what is body also you should know, what is steering also you should know, how steering will work also you should know, how start also you should know, how wheels are working also you should know, what is the use of wheels, what is the brake, what is the clutch, how to use accelerator, clutch and brake, gears, everything. Who has to know? Customer.
Customers.
Am I right or wrong? So without knowing all these things, how customer can drive?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, who will use this car? Customers only. Hello,
Yes,
come
sir.
on guys, who will use? End of the day,
Customer.
customers only will use this car, right? So now definitely this customer also should know what is engine, what is body, what is steering, what is start. All these business rules we have to know customer.
Customer.
But actual implementation, customer no need to bother about it. How
Yes.
engine will work, right? To prepare engine, so what are the raw materials we required? Understand? What is the technology we have to use? When you click on start, how the engine will start? When you click on, when you start steering, when you put left and right, okay, how the wheels will balance, how the wheels will move. When you turn to left, steering, when you turn okay, steering to left, how the wheels will turn to left. These are the things, okay, customer, okay, won't bother about it. So who has to bother all these things? Provider companies,
Provider.
vendor
Service provider.
companies. So they are going to implement, right? So that logic, who is going to provide? Vendor companies, they are going to take in care. Understand? But as a customer, what he has to know, how the steering will work, how the start. I mean, what is the use of steering? What is the use of start? What is the use of wheels? Right? What is the use of brake? What is the use of clutch, accelerator, gears? Everything he has to know. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So now see here. So that's what here. What, guys? So same interface. Okay. Customer also will use, and same interface vendor companies also will use. So now this interface, this car interface, okay, this design, this interface, this business rule will become what, guys? Now interface between, contract between customers
Customer
and
and service provider.
service provider. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, right.
Right. Now customers also will use same functionalities, same business rules. Understand? These customers also will use what, guys? Same business rules. Okay. And service providers also will use what? Same business rules. To prepare what? Cars. Right. These customers will use what? Same business rules to use that car. See, by using same business rules, service providers will use same business rules. They will produce what? One car. Am I right or wrong? And customer, now he has to use that car, right? Right. In order to use that car, he has to read what? Same business rules he has to also know. How engine will work, how body will work, how steering and start and accelerator, gear and clutch, right? So by using same business rules, so he will also, customer also can use same business rules to drive that particular car. Now here car interface will become what, guys? Contract document between customers and service provider. Hope you people understood.
Yes.
Yeah, understand.
Any
Yes, sir.
clarification required here?
No.
Right. So you can apply the same, guys, here also. Right. Here see JDBC specification API. So there is a JDBC specification API. Who provided this specification API? JDBC people provided, right? So now vendor companies we have. So Oracle database. Okay. So by using this specification document, what they provided, JDBC driver they provided. Understand? So Oracle people, Oracle JDBC driver they created. MySQL JDBC driver they created. PostgreSQL JDBC driver they created. Am I right or wrong? By using what? Same JDBC API specification. By using JDBC API rules and guidelines. Now, so Java application wants to communicate with Oracle database software. Now, Java application has to use what? This Oracle JDBC driver. Then only Java application can communicate with what? Oracle database software. Right? Now, Java application wants to communicate with what? MySQL database software. Now, Java application should use what? This MySQL JDBC driver. Then only Java application can communicate with MySQL database software. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
So now, in order to use this MySQL JDBC driver, so Java application should know what are the specifications available in JDBC API. Ultimately, who is going to use this JDBC driver? Java application only going to use. Understand? So now, the same specification here, what they are using to develop this JDBC driver, so Java application also should know the same specification API. Here Java application means what, guys? Java people. Who is going to write the Java application? Java developer. So Java developer should know what? The specification, what JDBC API is provided. Clear here, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Relate to this one, guys. Car and year. That's what I explained this one.
Yes, sir.
Real world example I explained, right? So now, who is going to use this one? This Maruti car and Toyota car, Benz car, who is going to use? Customers, right? So in order to use these cars, customer also should know these rules or not, how these are working.
Yes, sir.
Customer should not know internal implementation of this, but they should know what is the purpose of this, how they are using, what is the useful of these rules. Customer, they should know, right? So then only they can use what? This Maruti car and Toyota car and Benz car. Otherwise, how they can use, how they can drive? They cannot drive, right? In the same way,
sir.
here also, right? Now, finally, the Java developer only will use what? This Oracle JDBC driver, okay, to interact with Oracle database. So now, the Java developer also should know what? This JDBC API specification, right? So then only they can use this Oracle JDBC driver. With Oracle JDBC driver implemented based on what? JDBC specification only, API specification only. Hope you people clear what is an interface now. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah, clear.
this is real-time example, guys, right? Real-time scenario. Okay. So in this way, we will use interface. Okay. In these scenarios only we will use interface. See, interface is what here plays very important role.
Yes,
Am I right or wrong?
yeah, right.
Interface should play very, very important role, guys, here. Okay. So in day-to-day Java programming, without interface concept, okay, we will not write one single Java application also. So that much important interface. So now, hope you people understood what is an interface. So when we will use an interface in real time. Okay. So tomorrow we will see what are the rules we have to follow while writing interface. I mean, technically. Understand how to, what is the syntax of interface, and remaining things we will see.